welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you this look right here. This is my whenever I want to pop of something look. Yeah, that's what it is. If you want to see how this was done, just keep on watching. Hi. Okay, so I have already put on my moisturizer, and it's by the one I use is by Aveeno. And I skipped out on my primer today as well. Okay, so I'm going in with the L'Oreal True Match Foundation, and the color that I'm using is the Natural Buff N3. And I'm buffing that in with the, well, damping it in, I guess you can say, with the Real Techniques Beauty Bunch, with the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. And I'm damping that in onto my skin. I speeded through this because I didn't realize how long I take just to put on my foundation. Like, it's incredible. Now I realize why my husband says, well, we're all waiting for you, like my children and him. Like, well, we're just waiting for you, you're putting on your makeup, so we're just waiting. And I'm like, wow, now I understand how long I take. I didn't realize. So I'm buffing that all over my skin. It might seem a little bit lighter than my skin, but it's not. It's kind of weird. My face is a little bit darker than my skin, like darker than my neck. I don't know, it's weird. You would think it would be lighter because I wash my face every day, and it's just, I don't know, it's just weird. I guess because it's real hot where I live. Peace. Okay, so I'm going in with the Sheer Cover Trio Concealer Trio, and I don't exactly know what the name of the concealers are because I've had this for a while, and the packaging on the back, I accidentally tore it off. So I'm just using those two concealers that you see on there. It's like a medium and the lighter one. I'm just using both for highlight. And I'm going in with a Posh Duo eyeliner and concealer set. I got these brushes. I have several of these. I have these brushes. And I got these from my local grocery store. So I'm just using that. And I'm doing a triangular shape with those two shades under my eyes. And I'm also going to be putting that on a little bit of my forehead and a little bit of my chin, just to even it out, like the brightness for my face. Yeah, I do weird faces sometimes. And I'm going to be blending that out with or damping that in, however you want to call it, with the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. I don't understand why I use a sponge for this. Normally, I use my fingers because I feel that the product is taken away so much with the sponge. And this product is not a thick product. It's thin. It just gives you like a natural, like some type of natural tint under your eyes, which my eye bags were really dark. I should have used a darker concealer, but I didn't want to go so heavy on my makeup or anything like that, so I decided to use that. And for some reason, I use a sponge. I don't understand why. Next, I'm going with the Cover All powder, and the color that I'm using is Light Medium by Wet n Wild. This is actually a pretty good color. I mean, a pretty good, blah, 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 sorry. A pretty good powder. It's a pressed powder, and I use it to set the concealer. And for a product that's like $2.99 and it's cruelty free, it's amazing how long this lasts. Like, it's amazing. I'm surprised by it, to be honest with you. So it stays on for a good amount of time. I don't know, I'm laughing at myself. So I'm leaving that on my skin. I'm letting it sit on my skin for a while. And I'm going in with the LA Colors matte palette. And the palette that I'm using is called Brown Tweed. I just recently got this on a haul. I use this palette mainly, well, recently, I guess, not mainly, recently, for my eyebrows. I find that the black and brown in this palette together, and the quality of the eyeshadow is awesome for my eyebrows. I skip through this, like, because I take longer to do my eyebrows than anything else. Like, my eyebrows, it practically would have been the whole video. Like, I'm being totally honest, it would have practically been the whole video. So yeah, I just skip through that part. But there are my eyebrows, and I'm using a ID Essentials brush to wipe off the excess of the pressed powder that I used. I'm also going in with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion for my eyelids, of course. And this is the original uh, primer from Urban Decay. So I'm using that, putting that on my eyelids, tapping that on there, and then for some reason it looks like I'm rubbing it here, but what I'm actually trying to do is I'm trying to pick it up all the way to my eyebrow. I didn't want to use so much of it because I've noticed that it kind of dries on me kind of quickly. So yeah, I gotta hurry up with it. And I'm going back to that matte palette, and I'm using a Luxie 205 tapered blending brush, and I'm just taking that lightest color from there's like a vanilla shade, very light vanilla shade, and I'm just buffing that all over my lid, like all over, just to set the primer. So yeah, I'm just buffing that in, taking forever, as you can see. So yeah, so I'm going back into that palette. I'm going to the next two shades, and I'll be using, which are like kind of like it's kind of like a light beige and a darker beige, and I'll be blending that in into my crease. Now, as you can see that I'm not going in a specific way. I'm not trying to be really careful with it. I'm just blending that in there seamlessly, like I'm not being too careful with it. They're not, these colors I'm using are not like incredibly pigmented. The brown and the black shades are, but these other colors are not really, I mean, they have a good color to it. They're not incredibly pigmented. So I like them for my crease, so I can transition. I'm just trying to build up to the color that I want. So I'm using those two colors and well, yeah, I mean, I like the way it looks. So I'm using a swiping motion whenever I blend it in. I swipe and then I do circular. It varies. Sometimes I do circular, sometimes I swipe. Sometimes I swipe first and I do circular. I don't know. It just varies. They're both good ways to blend out your shadows. So I did a weird face. Next, I'm going in with the 120 color palette eyeshadow from BH Cosmetics, and this is the first edition palette. And I'm going in, and I'm sorry, I keep using that. And I'm using the matte brown that's in there, and putting that into my crease. And these have actually very good pigment to them. I mean, there's some that they're kind of sheen, but the matte colors are the ones who have awesome pigment to them. And you only damp it once, you tap it for excess, and then you blend that in there. And you might want to do this like a little at a time, because I mean, it's harder to come off when you use so much color, and it'll be harder for it to blend out if you can. So it's better just to build up that color little by little to get how you want it. I usually don't like everything to be very dark. I like it to be kind of neutralish. And what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to make my eyes appear larger. So I'm just using a little bit of color and blending that out, but I'm blending it above my crease, so I can so my eyes can appear larger, almost like more circular type of way, and kind of like stretch a little bit to the side, if you can understand what I'm saying. Because I'm not going to be going in with any type of eyeliner, so I just want to build that up with the eyeshadow. So that's what I'm doing. I'm blending, and I look like that all the time because sometimes I realize I tend to forget that my eyes are not the same, my eyebrows are not the same, so I can't make them perfectly even all the time. So okay, next I'm going in with a Wet n Wild sea brush, I believe. And I'm going in with that light gold color. It's like a very, very light gold color, but it's so beautiful. It's so pigmented. And I didn't use no type of water with this, or any type of thing to make it brighten up, because I don't have products like that. So yeah, like just this is the eyeshadow on its own, like on my lid. So it's amazing. That color is very amazing. It's like a very, very light gold, but it's so pigmented. It's what's amazing about it. I was thinking about going in with another color in the center of my eye, but I don't know why I didn't do that. I was planning to do that, And I don't know what made me forget. I think because I heard my husband and my kids like the background, so I kind of got sidetracked for a little bit. So, but I mean, I like the way that came out actually. Okay, so I'm just going again with the Lexu brush and just blending out, just making sure nothing takes over anything. Everything is how I want it to be. As always, trying to make everything even. For some reason, I do this right here, those little swipes. I don't know why I do that. Next, I'm going in with the Milani eyeshadow, and this is this color is called Bella Diamond, and it's a very beautiful whitish color. It's like whitish, but it's almost like a highlighter at the same time. I think it's like a highlighter, but I'm using this as my brow bone. It's actually eyeshadow, but you can use it as a highlighter as well. It's like one of those dual things. You can use it for several things, but I'm using that on my eyebrow bone just to give it a little raise, you know. I love it. This color it's actually very amazing. So I'm popping that in as well in my inner corners of my eye. That way I can look and appear like I'm awake and a little bit fresh, you know. I haven't slept. I mean, I didn't sleep very well actually, so I want to look awake. Popping that in there. And with that, I'm using the Wet n Wild I believe it's called a smudge brush, but I don't like it as a smudge brush. It's too flat. Like it's way too flat, too thin. And I like it just for it could also be used as a concealer, I'm assuming. But what I use it for is for that, literally like for the highlighting, like just to highlight my nose, my cupid's bow, my eyebrows, and my inner corner. So I'm putting that color there from Milani as well on the tip of my nose, and I'm putting it on the cupid's bow. And for some reason, I like to put it on my lip as well, like the top of my lip, right under my cupid's bow, and on the bottom of my lip, just in the center, like the bottom of it. And I like it. I don't know why, but to me, I feel like it gives it a little lift, you know, a little bit something, and I like it, you know. Yeah. So next, I'm going in with blush, and this blush is from e.l.f. It's a $2 product, and this blush is called Blushing, and it's kind of shimmery, to be honest with you. I like both a little bit of shimmer and matte, mainly matte colors, but it's summer, so I want to go with some shimmer, and it's beautiful. It brings in like a natural glow to my cheeks, and it might look like I'm going all hardcore, but I only literally just tapped it, and then put it on my cheeks on both sides. It's amazing. So I love it. Next, I'm going in with the Anastasia tinted brow gel. This color is chocolate, and I'm just putting that on my eyebrows, setting it, because I went in with a powdered product, and just wanted to set that. My hair actually kind of droops down from the bottom a little bit, so I wanted to set that. I'm sorry I'm not looking directly at the camera or anything. It's because the mirror was on the bottom, and I tend to look at the viewfinder as well a lot. I'm so sorry for that. It's actually because I use my phone. Next, I'm going in with the Maybelline mascara. And that mascara is, it's called the Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect Mascara. I don't know how I feel about this. My favorite mascara is actually the L'Oreal Telescopic mascara, the black one. I think it's the one that's not waterproof. I think it's that one. Yeah, it's the one that's not waterproof, and I love it. That mascara is amazing. Like, it does wonders for my eyelashes, and my eyelashes are naturally curled, so I don't use curlers either. But that mascara is amazing. Like, I just love it. It literally, like, it kind of like gives it the extra stretch and volume to my eyelashes. It's so amazing and beautiful. And this product, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't understand the wand so much. It's curved, and it has like these little spikes that come out on one end, which I'm guessing that's for the fan effect, but I don't understand how to use it. I think that's why I can't get the full bonus with it, I guess, because I don't know how to use it. But I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad product either. It does give a little bit of volume to my eyelashes, and it helps them a little. But I don't know. Like, I still don't know how I feel about it. So, still working on that. So I'm going in with the same product on the bottom of my eyelashes as well. I like to even that out on both top and bottom. I like my eyelashes to be like boom. Not all hardcore, but natural and boom, you know. So, yeah. Right here, I just totally forgot. I looked at myself in the mirror and I totally forgot. Like, Lillian, you didn't put any eyeshadow the bottom of your lashes. So I'm going to end up doing it on the end of the video. And it's going to be so quick. Like, you're not going to... I think I'm going to end up skipping that little part. And then it's just going to go straight to the end of the video. But you'll see that I'll have it on at the end. So, right here, I'm going in with the LA Colors matte lipstick. Is the new one that I had bought. And I just bought one. And the color is In Love. And I just wanted to try it out, to be honest with you. I wanted to try the color of it. How it's, you know, how easily it gets put on, how long it lasts, if it's kiss proof or anything to that nature. I just wanted to really try it out. And so far, I mean, it seems well for right now. So yeah, I'm having a little bit of trouble putting it on though, because it's not because of the product, it's because of my lips. Like, my lips, I don't know, it kind of lost a little bit of line, like where the corners are at. And I don't know, I think I heard something right there when I did that. And I just can't get them even all the time without a lip liner. So I usually prefer to use lip liners, but I don't think I had a color for this type of lipstick. Usually I go a color that's a little bit lighter or a little bit darker. It varies. But I don't have a lot of lip liners at this moment, so I forgot to purchase one the same as this color. But I mean, it worked well for now. I don't know why I was dancing. There's absolutely no music. It's probably just the music in my head. I don't know. So I'm going in with a Wet n Wild brush. And I'm going to point out to the products I used for my bottom lash. And then, very quickly, it's going to go... I use a BH Cosmetics palette, no less. Okay, so everybody, this is the finished look. I hope you guys really liked it. I tried my best. It's my first, like, makeup video, so I hope you guys liked it. If you guys did like it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it if you would spread the love, and I will see you next time. Bye.